2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
But traffic in New York City making its way. Now let's take a look at the top rookies in the league. Our rankings here for the race for Rookie of the Year. Distinction every young player would love to have. Well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
I'll tell you, it's one of the brightest starts to a career that I can remember. He's certainly well positioned for that award.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Brogdon and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Sabonis and Turner up front, and it's Warren in at the 3. And for the Nets, we've got Harden. He's out there with Irving, and it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. Stephens, good. On the league course, we're seeing plenty of small ball, but some teams are going big. If you were a coach at this point, which way do you think you'd lean?
Well, Kevin, I think the best coaches maximize the talent at their disposal. And sometimes a coach philosophically may believe in, I emphasize the three-point line. I want to eliminate all mid-range shooting. I want to get to the restricted area and the free throw line. I mean, to me, I love playing a high-tempo, wide-open floor game. Let's let the players show off all their skill.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. That free throw good from Harden.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
Now, here's Brogdon. An 11-point game for him in the win against Detroit.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points. And one thing I like about Brogdon is his size. A huge 6'10" wingspan for a guard gives him an advantage in matchups, lets him finish over smaller defenders as well. And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And there's the pass to Stevens. Durant for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
And great with Brogdon and his size, it allows flexibility on defense as well.
Yeah, I mean, it makes switching on the pick and roll easier with him at the top. There isn't a lot of flash to how Brogdon plays on the floor, but you can't deny how impactful he is in all facets.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance. They seem to concede that shot, and his response is, thank you very much.
For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Let's send it over to Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Nate McMillan. David.
Thanks, Kevin. He told me that doing a good job defending the perimeter would get everything else going. He said, we can get them off their spots and make them do things they're not used to. They'll have a very good chance. We'll see if they can execute that strategy, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And T.J. Warren has always been able to score. Gives you production whether he's playing the 3 or the 4.
Greg, the numbers have never been a concern for T.J. Warren. He's always been a solid scorer. He's increased his efficiency. He's leaned a little bit more heavily on the three-point opportunity, which is so important. For him, to me, it's about staying healthy.
The Pacers making a switch here. Whiteside's checked in for Turner. Goga Bitadze comes in for Domantas Sabonis. Miami's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Brogdon. And so here is Indiana. After the basket by Brooklyn, here's Holiday. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
McDermott's checked in for Indiana.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them. Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Holiday against Brown. There's Bitadze, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Holiday, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Kuruc passes to Okogie. And he makes good on the layup. 5 seconds left to play here in the first. Got it off in time, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Brooklyn ahead, up by 3. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Here's Lamb, still looking for his first bucket in this one. They've got Joe Harris. Kuruc is out there with Brown, and it's Okogie in at the shooting guard position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. No one near Whiteside as he lets it go. A second chance effort, out of hand on it, and he's able to get it back. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Okogie, the pass to Claxton. Brown feeling it out a bit. Here's Kuruc. A rebound by Bitadze.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
McDermott. And no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Here's Holiday. After the basket by Brooklyn. Knocks it loose. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Whiteside. Sabonis comes in for Goga Bitadze. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Lamb. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Aaron Holiday. Now, here's Brogdon. Second chance shot. Sabonis, no good.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Here's Brown, and the dunk by Brown.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There is no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
On up the court.
Well, the multi-time scoring champion Kevin Durant is showing you he has got as complete a game as there is in the NBA. What a pretty pass.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Brogdon. That one goes in.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
Greg, you look at the career of Victor Oladipo, drafted second overall out of Indiana, but didn't break out in his NBA career until coming to the Pacers. a bit of a late bloomer.
And Kevin, Oladipo is a prime example of some players just needing time. It also shows you how much the right situation helps a player. Oladipo always had the talent. He just found a place to foster it.
Pacers trail by 7. 1:03 left here in the second. Sabonis, no good. And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
And on paper, you call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
It feels like Malcolm Brogdon, with every repetition, turns that passing from excellent to elite.
Now here's Durant. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it, because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate. Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Pacers trail by 3. Here's Warren. Count that bucket.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Irving, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
What's incredible to me is Kyrie Irving at 6'3". Does he possess incredible eye-popping athleticism? No. But he can create his own shot anytime he wants, and his finishing ability is as good as it gets in the NBA.
Holiday looking for an opening. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nets lead by 3. Got a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what was your plan for tonight?
I was trying to get assists in the beginning, and I'm just having a good time out here. Got it going a little bit. Enjoying myself.
Okay, Kyrie, we'll see you in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back from the first half. Been a dandy so far. A dandy. You like that word, Kenny?
You know
it's
what?
a dandy.
My third grade teacher used to say that all the time.
That you're a dandy.
So this is a dandy of a class.
It is. And this is a dandy of a... Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. They're in good position at the half after a second quarter that was dead even in scoring. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nets' first half? And that'll about do it as we get...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court right now for the Pacers. Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's Brogdon in at the 1 spot. And that one's good. Durant.
And this is Durant's game, right? As soon as he catches the ball, he's ready. Pre-shot preparation outstanding.
Here's Oladipo. 8 points for him. Teardrop shot, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Brogdon inside the line. That falls. Nice speed that time from Sabonis. And that's now 6 points for Malcolm Brogdon. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harden, no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Durant against Oladipo. And finished off by Oladipo.
Well, Victor Oladipo is so dangerous. Eyes light up whenever he's running the floor.
And now Oladipo. Oh, my man, Pruden.
Boy, big-time athleticism from Victor Oladipo, up and off the ground in a hurry.
Outside Irving. And it's good for 2. Irving's got it all tied up now for the Nets. Brogdon with it. He's got 6. So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Harden outside. And the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
And Brogdon's got the ball here for the Pacers. With Smart. Tries again. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Claxton. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Lamb with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Brogdon kicks to McDermott. Pass to Sabonis.
Well, to me, the size of Sabonis creates problems for the defense. You cannot be careless in how you guard this guy.
The Pacers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Whiteside's checked in for Miles Turner. Goga Bitadze comes in for McDermott. And Aaron Holiday is subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. McDermott's checked in for Indiana. 3rd quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. It's Brown with the drive. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Holiday against Brown. Passes it to McDermott. Kicks to Lamb. 6 on the shot clock. Banked in off the glass. Lamb's got his first bucket in this one.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
And Harden with the stop.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Holiday, the pass to Whiteside. Here's McDermott. And it's off the back rim. No good. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Stevens. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Now it's a 3-point Nets lead.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Oh, that's blocked. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. From deep. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's the Nets up by 3. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Caruch is out there with Durant, and it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Okogie in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Boy, Irving decisive on that drive, gets the foul because of the intensity, taking it to the rack.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Harris is checked in. Pacers trail by 5. Here's Holiday. A wide open look here for Oladipo. It's good from long range.
Well, this is where Victor Oladipo has developed himself into an all-around threat. Doesn't matter where he is on the floor, he's dangerous.
Indiana on D. KD's shot is off.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Pass to Claxton. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Irving against Holiday. Itadze, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kevin Durant.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Pacers making a switch here. Ogden's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Brogdon. Another shot. Right side trying to break free, and that's 2 points on the layup. Itadze's got 4 points this quarter. Harris passes to Claxton. Durant for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Well, Kevin Durant is a dead-eye sniper, right? He takes pleasure in putting it to the defense from there.
Here's Oladipo, drilled from 11 feet out. Oladipo's got 11 points here in just the second half.
What a shot over the bigger defender. That could prove to be a massive bucket.
But you mentioned the size difference. There was a lot working against him in that matchup, but he still comes through big in the clutch.
Turner's checked in for the Pacers. Sabonis comes in for Goga Bitadze. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Turner.
Miles Turner comes up big in such a big-time moment. All right, Miles, we see you.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And that's how you do it. Free throws can make a huge difference in a tight game.
To the middle. Yes! And the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Poise and confidence. Malcolm Brogdon with the big bucket.
And it's tied up with that one.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
Irving drives in, and that one drops for him. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
Guys, it doesn't get much bigger than that. Irving coming up huge right there with the bucket.
Here's Oladipo, up and in on the layup. Oladipo's got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
Oladipo, big time moment. That's my moment.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's the first, and that gives them the lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
Here's Oladipo. Stephens pulls it in. Nets have gone 4-7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Jackson with 3. Offensive rebound. Claxton. Now the pass to Okogie. In the corner, Irving with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. KD, that's for 2. Got it.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives for the big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
And the Pacers call time here. They trail by 4. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Stevens, the pass to Okogie. The Nets working the ball around now.
Now, when the game is on the line, Kyrie is the guy you want taking the shot. He is a stone-cold finisher.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're behind by 5. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the final quarter. James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Well, just find a way. Malcolm Brogdon stepping up in a big one.
24 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Money!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Oladipo taking his time here. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Nets. And he commits the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. A 3 from Warren. Can't hit that one. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to on both.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Dorisburg, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony.